It is time for some more Protoss cheese. In the last episode, we had 3 awesome disruptor cheeses, and that's brought us to almost 4k MMR, high diamond. Today, I think there's a lot of cool options. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. Maybe Void Race, maybe Carriers? We'll see. Let's begin. All right, the first game is against a Terran. Okay, now I really want to try to do a cheese with at least every unit throughout this series. So, I mean, we still have a lot of time, right? I'll definitely get to every unit at some point. Now, step number 1, you guys know me. We're playing against a Terran. I'm going to send out my probe instantly to annoy the hell out of him. Here we go. Now, the first idea I had was maybe to go for a Void Ray cheese. I've been feeling Void Rays. I do think... No, I think I might be a little late for that. If you want to do a proper Void Ray cheese... Well, I mean, there's multiple cheeses you can do. But if you want to do a proper Void Ray cheese, I do think you have to skip pro production and go for like a 12 pylon instantly. Like, you have to hit super fast. Terran has good tools to defend Void Rays, but... a lot of time they come online just too late. And that is what, you know, you're trying to make happen when you're going for a 12 pylon. If you go for a later pylon, then it's already a little sketch and it's going to be a little later. So here we go. We're going to start annoying them. You know, I genuinely wouldn't be surprised, and I'm not kidding, if a Terran at some point would just leave. If we're like, if we start harassing him with our probe, he's like, oh no, not one of those guys, you know, and just abandons the game. I could totally see that happen. Now, I don't want to lose shields before I don't want to lose HP before my shields recharge, so I'm going to attack again. Now, what kind of cheese is it going to be? I think I would love to go for some kind of mind game. Maybe I could try to go for the double Adept build. I might already be like a little too late for that, though. Yeah, I think I'm too late for that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, let me make the core first, is I'm going to fake. I think I've shown this strategy in speedrunning SC2 before, if you guys remember that. I'm going to go... Oh, I'm going to kill the SCV maybe with the micro? Barely not. I'm going to pretend to expand, basically, and then just go for a 5 gate all in. Like an... Oh, no, what is he doing? He's not going to be able to make an add-on anyway. He's going to have to make a unit. Yuki's not making anything. He wants to build an add-on. Oh, no, poor guy. I'm going to buy so much time here and get away on 5 HP. That is pretty painful, I have to say. And now he's following me. I mean, now I'm actually... Stop following me. I want to proxy a pylon. Stop. He's probably going to follow me for quite a while. I know these guys. They're just sick of my stuff, you know. Okay, I'm going to pretend to go back, and then I'll go here. So I'm going to chrono an Adept. And what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to make any probes, and I'll just proxy like 4 gateways, like something absurd. That's the plan. So look at my middle line. It's absolutely tragic. This expansion is just 100% a fake, and I'm going to make... Oh, for a second I thought that was a Reaper already. Actually, the Reaper could arrive, but it's just, you know, he didn't make the Reaper because he was busy trying to make an add-on. Okay, I think I need a shade for that. No, I don't. Okay, here we go. And now I'm just going to start. His SCV is gone, so I can chrono boost the cybernetic score without being too suspicious. And now we're just going to start making a ton of gates. I think 5 gates is probably affordable. It's a little much, but you can technically make a slightly cheaper army composition by going for, let's say, Sentry Zone, for example. Like 1 unit takes the minerals, 1 unit takes the gas. It's a very balanced army composition. Gonna do another chrono boost here. Oh, he's actually gonna lose a Marine for that. He's gonna lose 2 Marines for that. You gotta run. Well, I guess his next Marines are probably about to finish. He has a bunker as well. I'm gonna cancel that. Exactly, the Marines were already ready. And now what's really good for me is that I can only imagine he will not expect this because he didn't scout anything like too suspicious. Well, he did see that I didn't have a second gas, I believe. So that's definitely a little suspicious. Let's scout. He's going to let me in. I don't want to lose this Adept, however. I feel like that SCV makes me think he wants to go for a factory. And that might be like a little too crazy of a read, but the thing is, oh my god, there's actually so many Adepts are going to hit super fast. If we went for 3 racks, I think the production facilities would already be down. So in that case, I don't think we would be seeing that SCV standing there, right? Now, most of you are probably thinking like, what the hell's wrong with you, uThermal? Like, why are you reading into things like that? But it's just what it is, guys. And now 6 Adepts are already here, guys. What are you going to do against this many Adepts? This is crazy. He has a couple of Marines up there. Actually, that trade might be quite annoying, so I'm not going to go for that. And now I'm going to start warping in these Zealots. I do need to find a way to break him. I think the Zealots are going to be the key to that. The Zealots are going to be my key to actually breaking him. This is going to be a fake shade. Guess I might as well try to deny this depot for a little bit. Here we go. I'm going to kill that. And now these Zealots are going to help me break this quite comfortably, I want to say. Zealots are really good at this, of course. So I could even force field the SCVs, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. If he comes down, I will have an absolute killer force field, by the way. I beg you. Oh, he's gonna go down. He's gonna do it. Okay, here we go. I mean, that's gonna die anyway. And now the Marines are gonna die as well. And there we go. An absolutely brutal cheese. And this is a classic. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I've been doing similar cheeses to this since 2011. Before I was a Terran main, I was a Protoss main in Wings of Liberty, and I loved faking people out with a Nexus and then going for a quick 3-gate. Now, this is a 5-gate. It's a way different strategy. Maybe now it's time for some tech units. I was excited for Voiders, but I just had to try this one. Let's go to game number 2. All right, game number 2 is against a Barcode Terran player without MMR. All right, so we're not going to be able to know if he's like Masters or maybe it's the best player in the world. We don't know. Well, if I ran into him already, that would be quite problematic, probably. I think, well, in any case, with my Protoss, it would be quite problematic. Okay, I'm going to go for the double. I'm going to go completely extreme on this. I'm going to go for the Void Ray proxy from a 12 pylon with an instant scout. So my economy could not be any worse. I mean, I could have pulled 2 probes, I guess, but realistically, my economy could not be any worse than this. 12 pylon, 13 gateway, and then I'm gonna hopefully sneak out with my probe at some point. And oh my goodness, look at my economy. I can't even afford a probe here, guys. This gateway is so fast. The Stargate, if correct, is gonna be very, very fast. Now, I think I do have to wait a little bit to Chrono boost my probes, make the gas first. Look, he doesn't even have his barracks now. I actually blocked his barracks. I'm not sure if he noticed initially. There we go. Now he's going to pull another SUV, so let me just escape here. Get one more hit off, and then I'll Chrono boost the Nexus, then I'll go for my second gas. Like, this is crazy. This is so freaking early. It always throws them off, just guaranteed. Like, this is just insane, right? Look, let me just recharge a little bit of shields, and then I'll attack him again. I do want to go into his main base, I think, this time. Let's saturate this one. I do need to escape soon, actually, to make a pylon. Let's see. Look how fast the Cybernetic score is. Holy, that's insane. Here we go. Cybernetic score is really fast. I'm just going to go back home. Leave me alone. Well, first, I can just scare it away by attacking it, of course. There we go. I'm going to send it away, and then I'll go back home. And I think I'm not even going to be any shy about it at all. I'm going to build it right here. Now, the Reaper could finish. No, the Reaper's actually not going to finish in time. Like, this build is super fast. Now, there is a strategy you can do. I actually discovered this a long time ago when Proxy Stargate Void Ray was still popular against Terran, that if the pylon is too close, you can actually pull your SCVs and kill it. Let's see. Oh my god, the timing is perfect. Look at this, guys. That's a 150 Stargate. Holy, that is insane. I didn't even know you could build a Stargate at 150. That is absolutely crazy. Now, where do I hide the probe? I don't know. Like, the thing is, I want to make batteries with this. As soon as that probe gets attacked, I will have to send another one. Now, one thing that's nice, I think I explained this in the last episode too. One thing that's really nice by sending out the probe instantly is that your opponents are very unlikely to scout because their economy is already impacted and is really annoying having to scout as well on top of that, you know, your economy already being damaged. Okay, so that is going to be for batteries. I haven't seen the Reaper yet, which is kind of surprising. I guess I'll shade this across. Like, I don't have the money to even make a battery at home, by the way. Like, that's how tight this build is. I don't have the money to make a battery at home. The best version of this build is probably... It's not the one I'm doing. It's probably going for the 3-gate follow-up. Like, it's just... It's incredible, right? You have Void Rays. They start making these anti-Void Ray specialist units like Vikings and Cyclones, perhaps. And then all of a sudden, you're warping in 3 Stalkers at a time. I think that's probably the best version of the build. Okay, so he doesn't realize I'm here yet. That's really good for me. Look at the timing on this Void Ray. What is he going to have? I genuinely don't know if he's going to have anything at all. Like, this is just brutal. I think I'm going to make another battery. Now, this strategy was nerfed pretty hard. Because the batteries spawn with half the energy. Look, he can't damage this Void Ray at all. Like, this Void Ray is just untouchable. Now, he is going for 3 racks, which means he's going to get stim at some point. My Adepts are going to get in. This is a massive deal. Look, these Adepts are going to get in, and they're going to be able to be healed by those batteries. Let me make another battery over here. Going to make sure to kill the reactor. Yeah, he's going to try to get in, but now I can just kill all of the Marines, I think. Look, these Adepts are not even taking any damage because of the batteries on the low ground. I have another battery finishing as well. And oh my god, guys, please don't copy this too much, okay? Don't torture Terrans as hard as I just did, because this is straight up not cool. Like, this is actual torture. Now, I can just pull the Adepts back to the battery because the Void Rays, I think there's too many of them now to be contested by the Marines. So these Void Rays are going to kill everything forever. And I don't think there's anything this Terran can do anymore. As long as I don't lose the Adepts. I can even expand behind his looking at the money. Probably should have made some more batteries, actually, thinking about it. Maybe even here in front of the bunker. Yeah, he's sending units to try and repair, but there's nothing he can build. He can make a Widow Mine. That's maybe like the most threatening thing, but even a Widow Mine, it's just gonna die to the Void Rays, right? I mean, maybe it burrowed already and I didn't see it, about to take a fat hit to the face, but I don't think so. He can't even get Marines to the bunker anymore, and even if he did, I could just beam it down. Look at these 3 Void Rays in prismatic alignment. He might... Wait, he can't even save that? Oh my god, that was like a full repair pretty much, and these Void Rays still gunned him down. The DPS on these things against armored is insane, and this Terran has been annihilated by the Void Ray cheese, and that's why I was excited. Wait, guys, I see a Widow Mine there, but if I'm good, I can even bait this Widow Mine. Are you guys ready for this one? Let's see. Let's see if I can do it. I think it's a little bit too early, right? Yeah, it was a little bit too early. Still doesn't matter, though. There's nothing he's going to be able to do against this. He doesn't have enough units. I think there's probably only a couple Marines in there. Oh, maybe I can kill both of these, actually. There we go. Both of these going down. Do want to pull this low HP one back. Get the mule here. I mean, at this point, he quite literally has no workers left. I think that might have been the last worker that I just killed. The bunker's gonna fall down now, and honestly, a good effort by this guy to try and survive, but it's just not to be. I mean, I actually think he did a pretty good job. Like, it looked like he was gonna die way harder than he did, but there we go. We have beaten the Bark of Terror, and oh my goodness, 0 supply left. That is crazy, and this build... I mean, it's just insane. He didn't scout, and I don't think there was anything he could have done. Like, he could have microed a little bit better at the start. Maybe 3x is not the best build, but this looks freaking brutal. There's a reason that this cheese was unholdable before it got nerfed. It's still very strong. Let's go to game number 3. Let's see. We got a Zerg player. Okay, this is actually perfect, because I wanted to do a really horrible cheese. And you're wondering, like, why would you do that? And I want to do it against Zerg. And I'm going to tell you this, okay? I love to tell you guys backstories. It's a lot of fun. So, at some point, I think this was in the GSL Finals. It could have been earlier in the tournament, but I think it was the GSL Finals. It was Genius against DRG. And the reason why I say it could have been earlier is because they played twice in the tournament. They played in the group stage and they played in the finals. Polish, by the way, if you're... still haven't watched GSL from 12 years ago. But anyway, at some point he went for a double Proxy Stargate mass Void Ray cheese, which was so ridiculous that it caught DRG completely off guard. And I'm pretty sure he still lost. So you would think that's a pretty horrible cheese. But I thought it was really cool, and I kind of want to give it a shot. So I'm going to try it here against Zerg. Now, first of all, I'm going to go for the hatch block. And Chrono boost my Nexus. I'm going to do everything as normal. And it looks like he wanted to take a normal hatch first. This is a little bit of a mistake by the Zerg, by the way. I'm not an expert on PvZ whatsoever from either side, but I do know that you usually want to send out your drone early so you can see if you're being hatch blocked. So you can move it in time. So you don't make your hatchery at like 400 minerals, but you actually make it at 300, right? A lot of time you even have to make a pool before. Like here, it looks like you just made his hatchery a bit late, which is fine. I mean, it's really not the biggest deal, especially not if you're going to go up against someone doing, you know, double Stargate proxy Void Ray. But I guess, I mean, a little bit of a mistake is a little bit of a mistake. So it's going to take it over here. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to attack the third or the main with my Void Rays, because I'm going to have to place them wisely, right? I'm going to put this into gas a little bit faster than normal. So I think I want to proxy them here. It's just, this is the scary thing. When you play good Zergs, they will always send a link everywhere. It's one of the biggest benefits Zerg has, is that they have very expendable Zerglings that they can just send all over the place, and they always should. Like, they can have vision of the entire map. Zerg is the race that always should see everything, right? So I'm gonna proxy double Stargate here, but if he has the presence of mind to send, you know, even one link over here, we could just be absolutely screwed instantly. But I still want to try it because that's... I mean, you guys know me. I don't have to say it even, but you guys know that I like my my crazy builds now and then. Now, I do think I want to build... Let's see. I'm going to make a Stalker. I'm going to Chrono Boost the Stalker. I don't think that's suspicious, by the way. I think it's normal. Just... The mind games are important, but I think it's actually pretty standard to just... Should I fake Warp Gate? I'm not sure, because I'm going to cancel that Warp Gate, that I don't want to, like, be too suspicious, you know? Actually, the Overlord Pillar is out of range of Warp Gate, so this was a really good fake, I think. Yeah, he sees I'm still building Warp Gate. Obviously, I'm just a good Protoss lad. I would never try to deceive my my Zerg friends. And then I'm going to cancel it and go for that double Stargate proxy. I would imagine that I need another gas. I don't know if I do, but I would imagine that I do. So I'm going to have one Adept finishing soon. I'm going to cancel one probe so I can make the Stargate a little faster. Now, the problem with Void Rays is that Queens are really, really, really good against Void Rays, okay? And this build is... the more I think about it, the more it's almost like I'm trying to convince myself I shouldn't be doing this. But back then, Zergs didn't make a lot of queens, so it made a lot more sense to do the build, right? Because you would arrive with like 4 Void Rays and they would have only 1 queen per hatch. These days, however, they usually make like 6 queens at least, so that's pretty scary. So what I'm thinking here is maybe I should go for a couple Void Rays and then make a couple Phoenixes behind it. So I can lift the queens and maybe like target the ones that have no transfuse. God, this cheese looks so stupid. Like the money situation is also just horrible. Like I can't afford any of this stuff. I do feel like I should probably make a battery at the front, else it's gonna be a little risky. I also have no follow-up plan whatsoever, by the way. Like notice how I'm not making warp gate. I'm not, you know, making any additional gate units because I simply can't afford them. Look at this. So I think 4 Void Rays is the plan. And then maybe Phoenix is after. How many pros do I have? 32. Oh my god, it just looks ugly, you know, like 32 workers only. Ugh. Okay, now the money situation, you know, I was saying it's not great, and it isn't. But when it comes to this cheese, I keep having just the perfect amount of money to build the Void Rays, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so now after this, I'm gonna start building. Phoenixes build really fast, right? How long does a Phoenix take? 25 seconds. Okay, yeah, that's way faster. Now, notice that my opponent did scout me with a Zergling, so he now knows there's no warp gate, there's no third base, and this is when he's undoubtedly going to start being very suspicious. Now, here we go, guys. The 4 Void Ray squad. Is this the worst cheese of all time, or is it going to do something? We're about to find out in either a very funny way or a very painful way. Here we go. I'm rallying them on top, too. He now sees... he now sees 4 Void Rays flying from the top to his third base. He probably has a Spore. Yeah, he does have a Spore. I'm just going to target that instantly with Prismatic Alignment. Then I'm going to cancel it. Keep in mind, this is something that a lot of people do wrong. But Prismatic Alignment only does something against armored targets. Here we go. I'm going to lift one of them. Okay, this is the plan. I think I got another Phoenix on the way as well. I'm going to lift another one. Let's see how it goes. This Void Ray is starting to get a little bit low HP. God, it's so close. I think it's barely not good enough, to be honest. I need to kill that one. Let's see. Okay, that one with a transfuse dies. And now I should probably start making more Void Rays again. I mean, we are going to kill the Queens. Oh, no. This is really bad. Okay, thank goodness. I have 2 because I thought I had a Phoenix that was AFK or something. Okay, the Stalker is back in position. That's great. Wait, did he remake that Spore? Or did I just not kill it? I'm not actually convinced now. Okay, let's see. What am I going to do behind this? I feel like I need to start Warp Gate after all. I mean, I do have a really good amount of Phoenixes, so if there's Queens, I'll be able to kill them. That's the thing. Let's see if there's any Queens over here. What is he going to make? There is a Roach War. That actually makes a lot of sense, going for a Roach War. Oh, what the hell? Was that perfect timing? It's like he was on my camera and he just realized that I wasn't looking. Oh, that is a huge mistake by me. If he's a little bit out of position, then I'll kill the Queen. Yeah, he's gonna go for it. Okay, here we go. That's a massive play for me. So that one is gonna die. Then I'm gonna kill this Spore, and then I'm gonna start killing the hatchery for real this time. There we go. Try to target that base. I feel like I need some Adepts, because if I make Adepts, I could maybe like actually do some damage. Okay, I think my Stalker probably arrived at this point. Okay, that Queen is gonna die as well. I'm just gonna try to take the base. Okay, can we lift it? There we go. He keeps trying to go for the Void Rays, but I kill them one by one. I'm gonna make a Twilight Council and a couple gates. Oh, I need to make sure I block this because the Zerglings have arrived. Here we go. He's trying to move those over, but I think he's probably waiting for Hydras. Okay, so there's another Queen. That Queen is gonna die as well. Dude, these Phoenixes have been insane. These Phoenixes have been the absolute MVP play, right? Like, there's no doubt about it. I feel like these have done everything for me. Now, let's just beam down that hatchery. Gonna beam that down with the next Void Ray as well. And there's one thing. I have Phoenixes that are good against Hydras, and I have the Void Rays that are good against Corruptors. Okay, he's just gonna start killing this now. That's obviously a very logical choice. Let me try and kill that. My Warp Gate is going to finish just in time, I believe, which is super pleasant for us. I'm going to start healing that up. I can always go for a reroll, don't forget. So I have 2 Adepts here now. Guess I could probably make a couple more since I'm not going to be able to take that third base anyway. He made Mutas? Out of all the things, I have 4 Phoenixes. He's absolutely crazy. He went for freaking Mutas. Oh my goodness, that's actually the last unit I expected, I think. Okay, let's try to kill that Queen real fast. I feel like the queens are just a big threat because they have so much range. Okay, he's gonna try to go for the phoenixes, but I don't know if he can do anything anymore. These two adepts have taken care of everything. The last Mutalist is gonna die, and has the freaking Proxy 2 Stargate Void Ray Cheese actually worked? Oh my goodness, that is crazy. He had no idea what to do with his money as well. I kept killing his drones. He was trying to mine from the gas, but he couldn't. He had a macro. That's actually a very cool position for a macro hatch. Normally I see them build it here, but this gives vision. But this cheese was awesome. Is it good? I'm gonna conclude that it's definitely not good, but it worked just on like razor thin edges with those last couple phoenixes coming in and lifting the queens, especially when he tried to go for that Red HP Void Ray. This was a beautiful cheese, and yet another beautiful episode of Protoss Cheese Secret Master. I hope you guys had a fantastic time as always. Make sure to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.